What causes seasonal allergies? I'm Dr. Manan Shah. I'm an ENT and allergist with Wyndly Health. Seasonal allergies happen when your body has a reaction to pollen. So this can be from trees, grasses, or weeds. And what happens is your body releases histamine, which causes you to sneeze, have nasal congestion, and just feel terrible. The good news is you can treat this using over-the-counter antihistamines, topical nasal sprays, or immunotherapy. Immunotherapy is the only way to fix it for the long term. If you'd like to learn more, please subscribe. Spring's coming, so what's the most important allergy you have to think about? Well, it turns out the most common spring allergy is trees. So trees start to bloom in the spring and you'll start to see pollen coming off them. Sometimes you'll even see like a yellow film on your lawn furniture. All of that stuff can get up into your nose and it irritates you. It causes you to have a runny nose, stuffy nose, sneezing, and even facial pain and pressure. The easiest way to treat that is using a nasal saline rinse or nasal steroids or antihistamines. But if this doesn't work, you might want to consider something called immunotherapy, which is where you retrain your body to stop being allergic to these things. If you'd like to learn more, please subscribe. What allergies should I be worrying about in the fall? Fall, unfortunately, can be a really bad allergy season for some people. And that's because it's the end of grass allergy season, and also there can be weed allergies. That's things like ragweed, mugwort, nettle, and sorrel. The problem is these things tend to bloom when fall comes around, and it can be dry and windy, and there can be a lot of pollen in the air. The good news is there's a lot of ways to fix your allergies, and you can use immunotherapy to actually cure your allergies in some ways. If you'd like to learn more, please reach out. What allergens are blooming in the fall? I'm Dr. Manan Shah. I'm an ENT and allergist with Wyndly Health. If you're someone who starts sneezing or having runny nose or watery eyes every September, October, or fall, you may want to get tested for weed allergies. So ragweed is the most common weed allergy that blooms in the fall, but there's a lot of other ones like mugwort and nettle and marsh elder that can also cause weed allergies. Unfortunately, these are common across the entire United States, and even more unfortunately, as the temperatures across the earth rise, weeds will tend to bloom more and will have a longer blooming season. So if you're really bothered by this, please reach out. We'd love to help you. Thanks. How long do seasonal allergies tend to last? I'm Dr. Manan Shah. I'm an ENT with Wyndly. Seasonal allergies tend to occur due to allergies to pollen from trees, grasses, or weeds. And so this allergy symptoms last as long as those things are pollinating. So for trees, that tends to be for about 2 or 3 months in the spring. For grasses, that tends to be for about 2 or 3 months in the summer. And for weeds, it tends to be in the fall. And so what happens is the pollen from these trees, grasses, or weeds gets into your nasal cavity, it irritates the tissue and causes inflammation, and your body responds by releasing histamine, which is what causes all of your allergy symptoms like runny nose, sneezing, itching, watery eyes. Usually when the first frost hits, your allergy symptoms should decrease because the pollen tends to go away. If you'd like to learn more, please subscribe. How do you get rid of seasonal allergies? I'm Dr. Manan Shah. I'm an ENT and allergist with Wyndly Health. There's 3 ways to block seasonal allergies. The first way is to try to avoid what you're allergic to, but this can be hard when pollen's in the air. The second way is using over-the-counter medications like antihistamines and Flonase. And the third way is using immunotherapy, which is a method of exposing your body to small doses of what you're allergic to until over time you become desensitized. The nice thing about immunotherapy is it fixes your allergy problem for long term. If you'd like to learn more, please subscribe. How do you build immunity to seasonal allergies? There's really only 3 ways that you can treat allergies. If you're allergic to something like cats and dogs, you can avoid it by, not being around the cat. But that can be hard for things like pollen and tree pollen and grass pollen. The other option is you can take antihistamines like Claritin, Zyrtec, or Allegra, or you can do nasal sprays to try to help avoid the symptoms. These will help you for about 6 to 8 hours, but they're not going to cause a permanent change. The only way to cause permanent relief for your allergies is through a technique called immunotherapy. Using immunotherapy, you expose your body to small doses of what you're allergic to until over time you become desensitized. There's 2 ways of doing immunotherapy. You can do weekly allergy shots, or you can do sublingual immunotherapy, which you can take under the tongue. Both methods are going to cause exposure until over time you become immune.